Welcome to the Wealth Transfer with TC. Today I'm going to be going over Evan Dawson's prophetic dream of AMC short squeeze going to 1,000. And I believe that this is very relevant for right now. I did a previous video on this. This video I'm going back over it again and I'm adding some things that I didn't see before and kind of putting like this little chart together so we can follow along and look at his prophetic instructions and some other things that I think that will help people, not just for AMC, but for whatever is going to take place in the stock market, because this could be the prophetic sign that things are going to happen. And that's why I'm calling it a prophetic watch. Now, many people already know that the GME, GameStop, and AMC theater stock, they've all doubled or tripled in price. And there's a lot of fluctuation going on. And it all started because of Roaring Kitty. His real name is Keith Gill. Made some posts as far as him coming back, and it sent the stocks skyrocketing. All right, and I shared all that in a previous video before this one. So let's go ahead and get right into this. Now, before I get started, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just sharing information, giving you my thoughts and my opinions on that information. All right, so currently GameStop is at $50.64. And over the last couple days, it had a high of $64.83. I'm glad I had got some GameStop. And then also AMC, that's currently sitting at $6.89. And this thing has been fluctuating all over the place. It opened up at $11.88 and its low was $5.85. Now, folks, this is a high risk stock. So because of all the fluctuation and volatility, you could buy it at $6.83 and then you can see it go down to $5.83 and then turn around and go up to $8.83. So let's go ahead and go over Evan Dawson's prophetic dream about the MOAS, right? The mother of all short squeezes, concerning it going to $1,000. Now the link to Evan's AMC prophetic dream will be down below in the description and also in the comment section.
What's going on? I just woke up from a dream about AMC. The reason I'm in a robe is because I didn't want to lose any of it. When you wake up from a dream, you don't want to miss it. And I didn't want to write it down. I just wanted to share this. If nobody watches this, great. It's for me then. If you see this, there's probably a reason you're seeing it. So I am going to right now draw on this whiteboard. First things first, my disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor. This is entertainment purposes only. Do not listen to me. I'm just some guy in a bathrobe that woke up from a dream. One thing I think is important potentially is that I was in my childhood home in this dream. In my childhood home, there was a pass-through. There was a toilet bathroom, another toilet bathroom, and a bathtub/shower. I was sitting right here with my laptop open in this dream. And the first thing I saw was a chart. And I saw AMC, where it currently is now, what is it, November 6th? Tomorrow's Monday. The markets are going to be open. The stock it's been obliterated, okay? This is basically the stock over the last 3 months. Like it's around, I don't know, $5, almost $6. So what I saw in the dream is it slowly moving up, and I was getting excited. I could see $10, and I would say within about 30 seconds. Now, time in dreams is relative, but it felt like around 30 seconds where it started spiking. And I saw a vertical spike, and then like a pause, and then another vertical spike. And it went from $10 up to, I remember seeing $17 before it started jumping multiple dollars at a time. 20, 30, 40. And I'm like, oh my goodness, it's happening. The spike is happening. The MOAS, right? The mother of all short squeezes is happening. And so then I'm going to have to go to this other chart here. Same chart. I just don't have room on this screen. So this was $40. And then it just kept on going, just a crazy vertical spike. And when I saw it get to $140, I called my brother. And I also started having tech issues. I could not log into my trading account. I used TD Ameritrade, Thinkorswim. I couldn't log in. And so I walked from this bathroom here down this, out this door, down this hallway, and then into my parents' room. Now I've opened my laptop back up and I am looking at, I guess I have to click this again. I'm not going to even edit this video. I just want to get it out there just in case tomorrow's the day. I'm not saying tomorrow's the day, y'all. I'm just in case. There's some warnings in this dream for you. So I am standing now at this counter. Okay, this is me. I'm not going to try to draw this really good right this second. This is my laptop. And by the time I opened this laptop up, I was still on the phone with my brother. I had seen it go all the way up to over $1,000. It wasn't much over $1,000. And by the time I opened my laptop, it had come all the way back down to, I saw 563. Okay. And so let me draw this over here. So 1,000 and something, it had spiked all the way up through 1,000, but then very quickly came back down. Quickly meaning I only had time to walk from the bathroom into my parents' bathroom, right? And so it was at 563. I remember seeing that number, and then all of a sudden I was trying to log in. I was getting frustrated because I could not log into my trading account, and I was contemplating, do I sell all of it or do I sell a portion of it? And by the time I actually got logged in, the spike had slowed. Okay, it started coming like this, and it was around 400, somewhere between 420 and 450. Okay, I don't remember the exact number. And I'm asking my brother, I remember asking him, hey, have you looked at APE? Okay, APE shares, those preferred shares that were given out to anyone that owned AMC a few months ago. Where is that at? Like, where's that stock? And he said, I haven't seen. Okay, so I have no idea what happened to APE in this dream. And so now I am into my trading account. I look at my account size, and I am, obviously pleasantly surprised of however many shares I have times $450, knowing that it could have been a lot more, but I missed this portion of it due to tech related issues out of my control. The last thing I want to share in this dream is that there was a person in this room with me, and this person, his name's Rick, and he is the man with networking. He has helped me with some of my tech related issues in my home office. And Rick was just working. I didn't know what he was doing. I just knew I wasn't talking to him. He was next to me, and this is just a full length, not a full length. It's like a mirror from our waist up. This was in my parents' bathroom, remember? And he's just over here working somehow. So, I'm not going to try to interpret this dream, but I am imagining he was doing something to help me. Something had happened with my technology, my internet connection, my wire, my Wi-Fi, something. And so what I am getting, if I'm going to, somewhat interpret this just common sense wise, anybody else can do, I have no idea, going back to a childhood house. I'm a Christian, and I believe that you can have dreams and visions, right? There's a lot of scriptures that talk about that. And so I don't know what a lot of this stuff means, but I do know two things. Oh, my brother also said once I called him and he was able to look at the price point, I heard him say he was upset, and he said, oh, I missed it. So he missed it. So number one is have a plan. I was about to write, have your orders ready, but you cannot, at least on TD Ameritrade, I cannot try to set a limit order right now on AMC shares for $500. It won't let you because it's too far away from the current price. So you need to be monitoring this. You need to have some sort of an alert set up to where if AMC starts spiking, maybe you're going to be at work, maybe you're at school, maybe you're playing with your kids. You need to be able to know that is happening, because it doesn't seem like this spike right here is going to last that long. So have a plan in place. And then two, have a secure connection. And then also, I don't know what to write here. Have good internet connection, internet. If you currently have just poor service, maybe you can up that. Now, I'm not telling you what to do here, but I know that I was upset because I had to move, and that move just into another room cost me like half of this run. All right, so that's it. Take this dream for what you will. Thank you so much. You want to like and subscribe. I don't know if I'll ever have another dream. You can't force these things, right? I haven't had a dream in months and months that I can remember this vividly, but I wanted to just come on here and film this right now. And now I'm going to go change and get ready for the day. Thanks.
All right, folks. So you heard the prophetic dream. And so to me, this is, I think, the most detailed dream that I have seen as far as pricing points and everything else. And I'm going to go ahead and go over each one of these different pricing points. Now, he said it was around the $5 to $6 mark when he had that prophetic dream, which is where it's at now. It did go down to less than $3, and it came back up to the $5, $6 mark when Roaring Kitty made his post. He saw it go up to the $10 mark, and we did see that actually to the $11.88 mark. Then he saw $17. Then he saw it go to $20, $30, and when it hit the $40 mark, he said, it's happening. Then as it continued to move up, right to the $140 mark, there was login and tech issues. It went up to $1,000, and in that short period of time, when he went from one room to the next, right, very short period of time, it came down to $563, and the squeeze slowed down, right? And then once he was able to log back in, it was down between $420 to $450, right? So regardless, if you get in and you're unable to sell or set up sell limit orders, you will still have the opportunity. Now, we're going to go ahead and go over some very important things concerning what he was saying in this prophetic video. He said it was a vertical movement. So we're going to see a fast vertical movement. This could happen over a period of days or a week or a couple weeks. But I think initially, once we reach that over that $100 mark, I think that's going to be very important, that there's going to be a lot of things that you need to make sure that are straightened out before it actually hits that mark. So there are tech issues at $140. He couldn't log in. After hitting $140, a very short period of time before reaching $1,000 and back down to $563. The price is at between $420 and $450 after being able to log in. He also said the APE shares that are now converted into AMC shares, in the dream, the response from his friend, that he hadn't seen them, right? So we don't see them now because they're no longer in existence. He recommended a better internet connection. Also, he said to have a plan, set up your alerts, make your decisions now of what you're going to do and not when you're actually in the squeeze. And his friend missed the AMC spike. And I think there's probably some people that are actually probably will miss that. I just added my own personal notes to this, and the major squeeze could actually happen in one trading day. We could see it go from $140 to $1,000 back down to $420 in one day. And when we saw the last short squeezes, folks, remember, they were fluctuating all over the place. This could very possible that this could happen within one day. So make sure that you have your trading platforms on your computer and your phone. So say, for instance, if you're using Webull, you're using Fidelity, you're using Charles Schwab or Thinkorswim or any of these other trading platforms, have it on your computer and have it on your phone. If you are using your home connection, make sure your phone connection is not on the Wi-Fi. You want to use your service provider phone, right? So you have your computer home provider and then you have your phone service provider, and don't be on your Wi-Fi because then you're using the same home provider. So when this squeeze is happening, you want to make sure your cell phone is not on your Wi-Fi if you can't log in on your home computer. Now, one of the things that I did is to have more AMC on more than one platform. But I have AMC on 4 different platforms. So I have to have 4 different platforms on my phone. Now, between the $10 and $17 is the signal to be ready, to make sure everything is in place, folks. So if we see it go back over that $10 mark and head to that $17 mark, we know things are getting ready to happen. After it hits the $100 mark, you need to try to set up your sell limit orders for $1,000. You can't set those up right now. Since the last squeeze, they made it so that we all couldn't put our sell limit orders, a certain percentage above prices, right? So before, when the first short squeeze happened, everybody was putting their orders in for $1,000 to sell limit orders. Can't do that anymore. So once it gets up to that $100 mark, try to set it up for the sell limit orders for $1,000, right? So after $100, I'm going to go in there, see if I can set up my AMC orders to sell at, maybe $950, $990, $1,000 on all the different platforms. I'll see if I could try to do that. For those who are completely unprepared, you still will be able to sell it at between $420 and $450. Last time, there was a lot of YouTubers telling you to hold on, and people will hold their shares after it comes back down to the 400 mark. We don't know if it's going to go back up again. This could be a one-time event. One-shot deal. So people need to pray for further clarity. But people will hold their shares thinking it may spike back up if they miss the $1,000 mark or any other mark. They're going to be like, okay, we're diamond hands. We're not going to be in that situation, folks, this time, right? None of us are. When I went diamond hands, I didn't make as much as I could have, right? So you're going to beware of diamond hand talk from crypto YouTubers, influencers, etc. They will sell while you hold. Right? Beware of false prophecies concerning AMC, GME, and other potential squeeze stocks. So that's very important. All those people that have been falsely prophesying or have all these prophecies that can't come to pass or didn't come to pass, beware of those folks too as well. So this here is just a guide just to show you, and I'm going to post this in the community section, and I've already posted this like on the Patreon group already and in my Telegram and so on. So AMC is sitting at $6.85, and this is where he said he saw it, the $5-6 mark, and then it went up to $10, right? And then eventually it'll go up to 17, then 20, 30, 40. We're going to be like, it's happening, right? That's when we know, once we start hitting that $20 and $30 mark, I think we're already going to know it's happening. But the $40 mark might be the trigger to say this thing is going up all the way. So this gives people time to get in and get prepared. I'm not a financial advisor. And so once it starts reaching that point over $100, we need to make sure that we're trying to place sell limit orders, right? And then if there's a lot of issues of people logging in, you know, there's that $563 mark that you still might be able to sell it at if you're able to log in, right? That's why I say on your home computer, you'll be using your service provider of whoever you have, and then your phone service provider. So if you have Verizon, you'll be using the Verizon internet, okay, or the T-Mobile internet on your phone. So if you can't log in at home, you can log in on your phone. But if you have trouble with your Verizon service or T-Mobile service, you can switch to Wi-Fi on your phone too as well. So you have those different options. So probably one of the most important things, especially during a short squeeze, is that you have to understand that since there's a lot of volatility, you're going to have a lot of price fluctuations, you're going to have pullbacks and so forth. And we just saw that with AMC when it went up to $11.88. And here we are on the second trading day after it reached that high, it's around $5.50. So there's going to be retracements, pullbacks. And so I do want to kind of judge the timing to see how long it takes to get to the $17 since we already hit the $10. And see how long it takes to hit that $20 mark, because maybe we can kind of judge how long it might take for this whole process to take place as far as the squeeze itself. You know, because in the dream, it seems like everything is happening so quick, and you have to discern whether or not how long this whole dream might take to actually play out. And it might be very well that when it does hit that $140 mark, by the time he's able to log back in, it went from 140 to a little bit over 1,000, all the way back down to $450. So it didn't take that long. So that was in one day. Now this is something that I've been waiting for. I believe that 2024, when it comes to AMC and many other prophetic investments, that it's going to be our time. And thankfully, you know, we do have some type of blueprint that we can go by, and let's just see if it plays out. I believe the short squeezes is a wealth transfer event, and God is showing us in advance what is going to happen. That's the whole thing with the wealth transfer. He's showing us about the Bitcoin flash crash, right? It's a wealth transfer event, right? He's showing us about AMC and other things. These are wealth transfer events. The wealth transfer will come when everything is zeroing out, or, you know, the Dow's at 6,000 and many stocks have crashed and so on. God is showing us how to position ourselves, and that's what I believe 100%. So folks, I wanted to share this. This is not financial advice, but this could be something that's huge. It all remains to be seen. So that's all I have for this, folks. So get yourself into position, prepare, and we'll see what happens and see where this is going to take us. Thank you guys for listening. God bless. TC out.